If you're in an 84-month car loan, you're almost guaranteed to lose money. And most people won't realize it until year 3. It's a financial disaster in disguise. It's a wealth-destroying machine designed to keep you trapped in debt for 7 long years. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the math that dealerships are praying you never do. We'll expose the thousands of extra dollars you're tricked into paying and reveal how this single decision can wreck your ability to build wealth. This isn't just about a car, it's about your financial freedom. And this trap is more common than you think. Long-term loans of 72 months or more are now a huge chunk of the market. Are you in one or about to be? Let's find out. Number 1. The problem, the lure of the low monthly payment. So how did a 7-year loan for something that loses value every day become so normal? The answer is simple: sticker shock. Car prices have exploded, with the average price for a new vehicle recently hovering between $48,000 and $50,000. Let's be honest, most people don't have 50 grand lying around. And if you finance that over a smart term, like 36 or 48 months, the payment would be massive. For example, a $40,000 car financed for 36 months at a 6% interest rate comes out to over $1,200 a month. For most households, that's a non-starter. The dealership knows this, so they offer their magic solution. Hey, don't worry about the total price, we can get you a much more manageable payment. And they do it by stretching the loan to 84 months, a full 7 years.
Suddenly, that heart-stopping $1,200 payment turns into a much more digestible number, somewhere around $580. It feels affordable. You feel relieved and sign, thinking you got a great deal. But what you've actually done is walk straight into a trap. You focused on the one number they want you to look at, the monthly payment, while ignoring the one that really matters, the total cost. This is the bait, and now you're on the hook. Number 2. Agitation, the shocking math they hope you never see. All right, this is where we do the math they hope you'll skip and expose the affordable payment for the illusion it is. First, the interest. On a responsible 36-month loan for our $40,000 car at 6%, you'd pay about $3,800 in total interest. Not great, but manageable. Now, the 84-month disaster. At the same 6% rate, the total interest skyrockets to nearly $8,900. That's an extra $5,000 straight into the lender's pocket. In reality, it's often worse, as lenders frequently charge higher rates for longer loans. The average rate for a 60-month new car loan was recently 7.00%.
But interest is just the start. The next disaster is negative equity, or being upside down. A new car loses value at blinding speed. With a short loan, your payments outpace depreciation, so you build equity. But with an 84-month loan, your small payments barely dent the principal, while the car's value plummets. The gap between what you owe and what the car is worth becomes a massive chasm. In the fourth quarter of 2025, nearly 30% of vehicle trade-ins were underwater. The average amount of debt rolled into the next loan was a staggering $7,214. This is a debt spiral. If you need to sell the car or get in an accident, you could owe thousands on a car you don't even have anymore. This leads to the final outcome: risk. Over 7 years, life happens. A job loss, a medical emergency. That affordable payment becomes a crushing weight. Delinquency rates have been climbing, leading to repossessions. Recent projections estimated that a horrifying 1.8 to 2.2 million vehicles would be repossessed annually. 7 years is a long time to be chained to a payment on a depreciating asset.
If this is starting to click and you're seeing the trap for what it is, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here of people who are dedicated to making smart money moves and not falling for these kinds of tricks. Number 3, the solution: how to buy a car without going broke. Okay, I've spent the last few minutes walking you through the disaster, but I'm not going to leave you there. The point isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. So how do you avoid this trap and buy a car the right way? You need a simple framework. The best one is the 20-4-10 rule. It's simple and it will save you a world of financial pain. First, 20. Aim for a down payment of at least 20% of the car's price. For a new car, this is the gold standard. Why? It immediately gets you ahead of that initial massive drop in value. It lowers the amount you have to finance, meaning you pay less interest, and it creates a buffer against going upside down. If you can't save up a 20% down payment for a particular new car, that's a huge red flag that you can't actually afford that car.
Second, 4. Finance the car for no more than 4 years or 48 months. If you can swing 36 months, even better. Yes, the monthly payment will be higher than the 84-month loan. That's the whole point. It's a built-in reality check. If the 48 months payment is too high for your budget, it is not a sign to get a longer loan. It is a sign to buy a less expensive car. This discipline forces you to live within your means and saves you thousands in interest. And finally, 10. Your total monthly car expenses. That's your payment, insurance, and a decent estimate for gas and maintenance, should not be more than 10% of your gross monthly income. This is the guardrail that protects the rest of your financial life. It makes sure your car isn't eating up the money you need for savings, investments, or just living your life. Following the 20-4-10 rule completely flips the script. You stop asking, what's the lowest payment I can get, and start asking, what's the total cost I can truly afford? This might mean you buy a reliable 3-year-old sedan instead of that brand new SUV. It might mean you have to wait 6 more months to save up a bigger down payment. That little bit of discipline is what will save you from a 7-year debt sentence. So what's the bottom line? That 84-month car loan isn't a tool to help you afford a car. It's a tool to help the dealership sell you a more expensive car than you can actually afford. It's a financial trap built on huge interest payments, guaranteed negative equity, and a 7-year-long risk of default and repossession. The path to financial freedom is paved with the choices you make every day, and choosing to say no to the 84-month loan is one of the most important choices you can make for your wallet. By sticking to a clear plan like the 20-4-10 rule, you put yourself back in the driver's seat of your financial life. You trade the short-term thrill of a shiny new car for the long-term security of financial stability. Don't let a 7-year payment destroy your wealth-building potential. Make the smart choice. Your future self is going to thank you for it. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been offered an 84-month loan? Did you take it, or did you walk away? Share your story in the comments below. Reading through everyone's experiences is one of the best ways we can all learn how to navigate these tricky financial situations together. Thanks for watching.